Shut up and sit down.
Hello guys, this is Andy from Big Mike's Workshop and Painting Studio, and today we are starting a new series which is White Dwarf reviews. We've just got a subscription, and which we have to thank everybody for without your help we wouldn't have been able to get to this far as it is. So a massive thanks to everybody for that. So this is the first one we've got, which is Marches. This is actually a day later than we intended, but you know, it's still before everyone else general release, so it's a start. As we have had software problems. And that is my phone, which is going to have to wait. So let's get into it. So I'm going to skip the obvious bits. Obviously, some malign importance thing. If anyone knows what malign importance is all about, then please drop a message in the chat box at the bottom, because I am not sure. Age of Sigmar is not something I'm particularly up on, although some of the models are lovely. There is a continuation of a online campaign, and there is also a painting competition, so if you're interested in doing that, get yourself involved. So more about malign importance, and let's get to the important stuff. So obviously, as you've seen on the front cover, we are talking a lot of Age of Sigmar stuff in this edition, which is not always a bad thing, as like I said before, the models, what they are producing, are lovely. So straight into it, and we have more stuff about the K-Knight stuff, and also the Tau, which is going to be a major feature in this particular in this White Dwarf as well. So the Daughters of Cain got some really nice new dice. Their 1s and their 6s have got appropriate symbols, plus a groovy little cutaways in instead of numbers or regular pips. Really kind of cool. And we have the prices for them, which is the Daughters of Cain Battle Tome, or their Codex, whatever you want to call it, £25. The War Scroll cards are £15, and the dice are £12.50 for 10. Now, just bear in mind, these are double logoed rather than normal, so they are logoed on 6s and 1s, not just on the 6s or 1s. So that's a little bit different, and they are quite nice, really intricate details, which I really do like. So the Daughters of Cain Melusai, I believe that's how it's said. Expensive squad, £30 for 5, but they have got loads of multiple parts, and they've got them groovy snake bodies. So you can make them up as an archer unit of females, or both sets of females, which is kind of cool, and also some kind of snake skull mask close combat unit. The other unit is Daughters of Cain Kainrai, one of the two. £27.50 for 5. So again, GW continuing with their expensive units, but they are quite cool figs. Again, really dynamic, loads of parts by the looks of things, as they also make 2 units. But we are quite Harpy-esque, which is going to prove very interesting to see how they go together when built. But £27 for a squad of 5 ain't cheap. And obviously you've got Morathi, which is stonking, as you've already seen on the previews and such. 2 figures, 2 variants. Personally, £80 is a bit steep, but it is very nice. Also indicates that Demon Fulgrim could well have that sort of vibe going on with a snake tail. That would be nice to see. A nice rehash of the snake thing from Epic. And obviously the single fig, regular fig as well, which is a normal sort of tabletop thing. But if it were me, I would only ever play one version, which is the snake one, because that is just cool. Also, release dates of Codex Tau, which is on the 10th of March. Pre-orders available on the 17th, and that's £25 standard rate. The collector's edition and data cards also available at the same time. Collector's Edition's 50, and the date cards are 10. Obviously, it's going to be the standard sort of format, loads of tactical objectives and that sort of thing. Just what you'd expect to see in a data card box. So the Battlefield in a box, frustratingly small size. It's 5'8" by 5'6" by 3'8", which I think would have been much nicer if it was a 6 foot by 4 foot. But hey ho, what can you do? It is double sided, and both of the patterns are very nice. And it also does come with some terrain as well, although you're probably looking at getting a second set just to make sure you've got plenty of terrain to work on it. They also have the set of terrain what comes with it, which is the Azurite Ruins at 1750, which is a continuation of the same style walls and such as what is available in the Battlefield of the box. So for a total of £70, you've got a decent bit of terrain, a nice board, and plenty to work with on when you're playing your games. My only issue is it's 5'6" rather than 6 foot. These are cardboard sections rather than roll mat, so it's going to be fairly durable, but might be awkward to set up, so just be aware of that. Boo! Rogue Dawn killing Night Lords. That is totally wrong. It should be the other way around. It should be Night Lords killing Rogue Dawn, but it is a cool fig. Can't complain at the fig itself. I just, I'm a Night Lord player, so Rogue Dawn can go away. So, GW have continued with their expansion of the licensed games for the computer. It looks like there's going to be something for Betrayal of Camp, which is going to be interesting. I'd like to see that. Definitely would enjoy killing Ultramarines. And obviously there is some more games going off. Looks like 5 or 6 games are coming out over the next few weeks. So that's definitely interesting times on the computer gaming side of things. The books continue to be released. We've got some a new Car Chardon's book, but I'm old school, so I'll refer to them as Space Sharks. Paperbacks available for Dante and Khan, and some other new books coming out over the next few weeks as well. Cult of a Spiral Dawn is out on the 17th, which is a Gene Sealer cult sort of theme. Nagash is on the 10th of March, and Titan's Bane is apparently already out. Oh no, he's out on the 24th. And that's an audio drama, which I'm a big fan of their audio dramas. I really do like them. Some have really got a lot of flavour involved, so that's kind of cool. More adverts, bit of an idea of exactly what you can get in the Daughters of Cain stuff. Just the fan letters. Let's not talk about that. And a bit of stuff about where GW started a long time ago. This is the edition of Fantasy I started out, which had a cardboard cutout version of Elfarion the Grim and Grom the Paunch, and that was around about 1992-ish. So that's a long time ago. And I was playing that then. Some stuff about the same era 40k, which was still using the Rogue Trader rules at the time, as the second edition 40k didn't come out until 1993. And now we've got a big bit about Horus Heresy, advertising the Horus Heresy ranges and stuff. As you can see, there's a lot of adverts in there, but there is also a short story featuring a goblin. Not had a chance to read that. Obviously, this is the first chance of me looking through it. That goblin, well, he's probably stupid, and no doubt he's going to do something really dumb. Okay, now we've got some the the designer's talking about the creation of the latest Dark Elf stuff, and obviously some custom artwork. This particular picture is something I really like. I like that style. I always have done. Very sort of scruffy and dark. Really sort of really enjoy looking at that sort of artwork. Obviously, alternate builds for your Dark Elf, Harpies and Snake People. And loads of pictures of Tau. Now, as an art fan, this sort of thing is what I really enjoy seeing in any magazine. It's just seeing some of the artwork available to a faction. I'm not sure if any of this is new stuff. I believe some of it is, although I know some is being retrieved from various Tau books, such as Montcar or Kion from 7th edition. And now we have a battle report for Age of Sigmar. So if Age of Sigmar is your bag, it is Nagash versus, it is Undead versus Dark Elves. Armies are led by Manfred von Karstein on his dinosaur-looking thing, and one of the variants of Morathi, the one on foot by the looks. So as a battle report, it's nice to see that we've gone back to the old methods from when I last read battle reports regularly, which we start throwing arrows around to show where things are moving. That's kind of cool. Obviously good quality photos, so you can see what's going off really well. I haven't read the battle, but it seems like it's really in depth, which is nice to see that they're really taking time to really explain the battle. But I don't know who wins. More adverts. There's a lot of them in this edition, and some guy is talking about his Iron Warriors, which in typical Iron Warrior fashion should have plenty of tanks. And it does. It also has a very cool looking Reaver Titan at the back. So, yeah, Reaver Titans, awesome. It does make me want to buy a proper one, as well as fix up Tim, which is one of the names of my Reaver. There's a nice big quality photo of the Reaver, looking spectacular. And obviously, with an army that size, you wouldn't expect him to not have the Primarch as well, which is an odd fig, really. I'm not totally sure if I like it or not, but I think that's best saved for another video. My opinions on Perturabo. So we're talking about the Hall of Fame. I'm not quite sure what that's about because, again, this is the first White Dwarf I've read in a long time. But they're showing off some of the figures, what they've produced recently over the last year or two. And obviously, Festus the Leech Lord, great fig. Fairly old, actually. I believe he came out in 7th edition, the beginning. But I do like that fig. It's quite interesting. A lot of stuff going off with it. And random arms and legs everywhere, which is kind of cool. So you've got the containing the Tale of Four Warlords, which is an Age of Sigmar thing. Got Sigmarites, Nurgle, demons mainly, some ogres, and some Nagash undead as well. So we've got a really wide choice of the different factions there. More stuff on Classic 2017, which is surprising. There's been at least one Golden Demon Award since Classic, and we're still talking about it. And it's on. We are on the run up to Classic again, which is only in May, if I haven't missed my guess. But obviously, having seen some of these figures myself, there are some superb ones. The giant Glotkin was particularly impressive. The water was really, really well done, and it is just disturbing enough to be cool. It's really, really cool the way we got the colour transitions to work. Obviously, the giant bull centaur, equally cool. There were some beautiful looking paintwork at that event, and it is just a pleasure to see good quality photos of them. Whilst I was there, they were still building this particular battleground, which I'm guessing is on display now at Warhammer World, which has a very impressive 3 Thunderhawks and a Reaver involved in it. It's Nurgle versus Dark Angels, and it has a lot of very cool stuff, even down to the sewage works with the zombies coming out of it and such. The sewage works look great, really dark, murky water, just as you'd expect it to be in that sort of thing. And here we are, a nice ring of Deathwing holding off the onrushing tide of Nurgle infestation. Quite cinematic setup there, with the Thunderhawks doing some serious missile launching stuff. Some more nice action photos. Really, I'm looking forward to be able to get a chance to see this in the flesh. I really, really do like that Titan though. The Nurgle Reaver is very cool. I do like the head conversion on it. It makes it look very, very interesting. Quite demonic. It's definitely something that's going to ruin your day. And some other action photos from various different angles, so you can see a good cross section of what's going off on there. Looks like a very big board. Heavy Metal Masters, an interview with Anja Wettergren, who I do apologise if I butchered her name. I'm not very good at grabbing the names of very well, but she's been working for Heavy Metal for a long, long time and has done some absolutely stellar work over the years. Just look at some of these, they are absolutely brilliant. And John Blanche, this bloke's been here for as long as I can remember. He's been working for GW on and off for, well, what seemed like forever. And I do like his style. It's very gritty, very grimdark, and it really does exemplify what 40k is about. Very, very weird, very dark, very brooding. If anybody's after a job, GW are recruiting again. They seem to be recruiting a hell of a lot, but hey, it's all good, isn't it? Battle mission for well, it looks like it's specifically geared towards the Khadoran Overlords, but no doubt it's available to anybody. And Gene Stealer cults for Necromunda. If Necromunda is your thing, and you're after Gene Stealers, this is an essential one for you. Give you a good look at this so you can see what's available. I can't tell you whether any of these are any good or not. I don't know, because I haven't played Necromunda at all. Not since this first edition of it has came out, at the very least. But it gives you all the weapon details, all the pointages you need, so you know what you can get. Paint splatter, as you'd expect in a GW, you're going to get a paint splatter somewhere online, telling you how they get their very simple but nice, neat paintwork, looking good for their armies. This is an interesting one, primarily for me, as red does seem to be a weak point for myself, so I'm definitely going to have a good look at the red cloth paint splatter, see how they get that nice flowing red. And real good close-up look at the way they've done her face as well, and Marathi. Very, very nice face work. It's a very interesting face, really characterful, loads of detail. I think we knocked it out of the park with her. Obviously, more Tau stuff we'd expect, as it's got a lot of Tau in here. And obviously alternate colours as well. So, town advert, which you know was going to be in here somewhere. And stuff from the Hero Challenge, which is, I believe, a head office thing where they're all painting their own characters and showing them off to each other. And some readers' models. If you want to get your stuff at White Dwarf, just send them an email and a photo. And you never know, if they like what they see, they might drop it in a White Dwarf as well, which would be very cool, wouldn't it? And one particularly gifted artist has got an entire spread of work, and this guy has got some serious skill. And there we have it. The rest of the White Dwarf is typical adverts and just general natter. So that's the entirety of the White Dwarf. It's definitely leading me into wanting to play Age of Sigmar at some point. I do have a small Fire Slayers army, which I definitely want to paint up and get involved and playing a little bit of Age of Sigmar. Some of them figures are awesome. So that's enough from me. I'm going to stop boring you now and leave you to your day. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.